What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor. See that red subscribe button down below? Go ahead and push that and show your support for the channel. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So I actually knocked off a few fragrances that were on my top 10 fragrances that I want to get next list. And let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so first and foremost, this is actually one that was sent to me for review by a company. I really have trouble pronouncing it because there's multiple ways to pronounce it. Montagne is my understanding, Montagne Parfums. This is Mystic Oud, which is their version of Oud for Greatness from JEAU Parfums. You can see right there, 4 TLTG reviews. You gotta love that. I have the box right here as well. Same thing on the label here. They will customize labels for you as well. And I gotta say, I wanna let it macerate for a little bit before I do a full review on it. But I had 2 samples of Oud for Greatness, and I gotta tell you, this smells spot on. And I have not sprayed this out of the atomizer, and I can smell it very, very well. Coming through here, it smells very accurate. I'm hoping it performs like Oud for Greatness, because if so, this thing's gonna be great to have. So, like I said, not something I paid for. It was sent to me for a review, and I will be doing some testing in about 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm gonna let it macerate for a little while. So we'll put that right here. So moving into the stuff I got from FragranceNet. So this is actually a FragranceNet haul. First and foremost, one that I've been wanting to get since high school, junior high. Yeah, junior high, really and truly. I had some friends who had it in junior high and high school, and is one that I kind of forgot about in the early 2000s until I really started watching YouTube, and that reminded me, and been meaning to get it. I procrastinated, but I finally have it. It's a bit unique, and it's very synthetic, but it does smell great, I think. From Moschino, Uomo? And I say it like that because there's a question mark in it. Uomo? It's weird, but the scent's great. Actually, the scent's kind of weird too, to be honest with you. It's unique enough in a sense. The kumquat, the cyclamen, the musk, it really doesn't smell like anything else that I have. And I have close to 300 fragrances, and it's very unique in the collection. Super cheap. I haven't really tested it to see the type of performance. I did spray it on my wrists to see how it smelled on skin. And I gotta say, I'm digging it so far. Definitely very safe, very office friendly. And like I said, kind of unique. So glad to finally have it. I finally stopped procrastinating and went ahead and picked it up. And then I actually went ahead and grabbed the rest of the Dior Eau Sauvage line. So first and foremost, Dior Eau Sauvage Eau de Toilette. Dior Eau Sauvage Extreme Eau de Toilette Intense, the newest formulation, the black bottle. Very herbal spicy. I did spray that one on my wrist as well. And then my favorite of the bunch of these 3 new ones, because I actually tested this at Sephora, it's Eau Sauvage Cologne. Much more citrusy and light, and actually performs better than the Eau de Toilette. And this is a cologne type fragrance. Very, very good. Very happy to complete the line. Those of you that watched the last video, you could see I had them sitting right there next to the Parfum. Eventually I'll get the 2012 Parfum, but it's not a real big deal for me right now. I'm not looking to spend that kind of money on one fragrance. The completionist in me will want to get it at some point. And then on to the 2 that I'm most excited about that I grabbed, because I like them. They were blind buys, and I like them even more than I thought I would. The expectations were pretty high, and they exceeded those. I actually am happier to have those than the rest of the Eau Sauvage line, if you can believe that or not. So first and foremost, it's from Bentley. Momentum Unlimited, the reflection. Look, you can see, there we go. That's kind of cool, kind of a mirrored effect. But Momentum Unlimited, beautiful blue juice, beautiful diamond pattern plate. And I gotta tell you, it gets the generic label, but I think it smells incredible. The grapefruit is very well done in this. The cardamom's very, very faint and light. The ambroxan isn't overbearing. And the leather and the vetiver, I did spray this one on my arm too. The leather and vetiver is light. It's not heavy. This is a very summery fragrance, very good for the office, solid projector, solid performance. I'm super happy to get this one. This is probably my second favorite Bentley fragrance that I have, with Bentley for Men, the original, being my favorite. This is awesome. Don't knock this one. I know aside from Joy and Mean, not a whole lot of people have really talked about this one, but I gotta say, Momentum Intense gets all the hype because it smells like the original CH Men, and that's great. But don't overlook Bentley for Men, Bentley Momentum Unlimited. I mean, this, I can't wait for it to cool off. I mean, warm up a little bit more so I can really put some wear in on this one, because it's still a little cool to wear something like this, even though I do stay in a climate controlled environment most of the time. And then last, but most certainly not least, my favorite of this pickup, and could possibly end up being my favorite pickup of 2020, it's from Armani. It's Eau de Nuit. This is, if Dior Homme was a lipsticky iris sweet spice, this is what it would be. Take the leather away from Dior Homme, take the cacao away, but leave the iris in a lipsticky fashion, and add some nutmeg, some cardamom, and some pink pepper, and some heliotrope. And you're all over it right here. This is underrated. This is one that I've never even searched on to see how many reviews there are. I don't see anybody bring it up in lists or underrated hidden gems. I gotta tell you guys, it's not cheap. It's not super expensive, but it's not cheap either. And this is super underrated. And I got to do some further testing, so I'm not going to say I like it more than Dior Homme, but based on my first impressions, that may end up being the case. Armani did a fantastic job with this one. I absolutely love Eau de Nuit. It's a, from what I can tell, just a hidden gem that's underrated and overlooked, and one that you should consider. I don't know how, they got samples on eBay you can grab for a decent price if you don't want to just commit to a bottle for 60 or 70 bucks, a 50 ml. I get that. Get a sample and try it. You may end up loving it. If you love iris, but you're not a fan of leather or chocolate, you know what I mean? Maybe it's a good alternative for you if Dior Homme wasn't for you. But until next time, guys, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Were you expecting me to knock a bunch of stuff off my list right away? So I actually already had that in the works when I made that list, really and truly, because this was stuff that I wanted to knock off. I've been procrastinating on a lot of this stuff for a while, and finally made it happen. So until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on some of these, especially Momentum Unlimited and Armani Eau de Nuit, and you give them a spray now, I'm very confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.